So let me start by saying this way, very simplistic way, which is, as I said, like in the world, there are every trader fall under on this 100% trader that we have discussed a little bit earlier, right? Including you, me, and everyone, isn't it, brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Okay, just
yes, we can hear you.
you do not need to mute your mic. You can open it.
O-
So
Okay, but I saw background noise, so
no, 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 it's
that's
fine.
why.
It's gone now. It's gone now. So uh,
Okay.
just it's the very open statistics. If you follow this, out of this 100%, how many of the trader is a losing trader and how many of the trader based on the percentage? 5% they say it's like a losing winner, like they're making profit, isn't it?
Yes,
And 90 or 95% is the loser. This is a very
yeah,
common and it's open statistics for everyone who is following the chart. You and I both agree on
yes,
this, isn't it, brother?
yes, yes,
So whenever, as I said, whenever you want to start a trading, your primary job or primary aim should not be become a profitable trader. That's the very basic what it fault we make as a trader when we started. We started to see like, okay, let's make money, let's become a profitable. This is not gonna
okay,
happen in the in the trading industry. Okay, you got my point? So what is
yes,
our
brother.
primary job? Our primary job is to move out from that 95% to this 5%.
Okay,
Right. Now, to join this 5% club, it could be like you are a break-even trader. Let's say you are not making too much profit. You are making very small amount of profit, but it's still the balance
yeah,
you started with, you still have the balance as same. This is the
yes,
biggest success in a career of training industry. Like
yes,
as you said, you were struggling for a quite a long time. So if you're
yeah,
following only like, okay, forget about the profit, forget about the money I want to make. I want to be in those top 5%. So what I need to do now, it come to the second part. Like this is something that I need to improve, not the something else. So what is the something that we want to do? We want to understand. So you can literally, the first thing first, you can literally follow any strategy. It could be, as you said, you were used to be ICT trader. It could be ICT. It could be like,
yes,
the SNR industry people, we use it. It could be like also we mix our engulfing with it. Okay, it could be
yeah,
any indicator base or whatever, VSR, VASR, the volume, anything you follow. That means to go like, to become this top 5% people, you need to find first any strategy that's suitable for you. You understand my point?
yeah, yeah,
That's the very first thing. So the second thing is, once you understand the strategy, once you okay with your strategy, then you sort out yourself like, okay, I understand the topic. Now I want to take a trade. So once you started to take a trade, the biggest problem people are facing, like, what should be the target I should target? What should be the TP at least I should target?
okay,
Sometimes you, let's say you you enter on a trade and that trade went very well, it gives you like 10 RR, right?
yeah,
Sometimes it gives
yeah,
you 5 RR. So once you started to seeing specifically on here and there, maybe in social media, people are getting very long trade, that become like that started to psychologically sabotage your psychology. You understand?
okay,
Okay, so
yeah,
so what is the thing you should do now? As I said, the first target is to move from here to here. Second target is you find anything that suits you. Third is now you
yes,
started to taking a trade. Your job is to open a trade and anything happen, you do not care. You close your trade with 2 hours.
okay,
Okay, brother? So far, whatever I
yes,
have said, is it clear? Any question?
yes, very clear. No, it's very clear.
Now what will happen, if we started to following 1:2 okay, 1:2 so let's say someone, let's say you or me, let's say to give it an example of me, I take 10 trade and 6 of my trade started to hit stop loss. Would you count me as a good trader?
Yeah, statistically, you could still be a good trader. Yes.
Right. No, it's the sixth trade. Only four trade that my trade hit TP, and six stop hit the stop loss. So what will happen if I started to following 1:2, brother? That is my
Yes.
40% win rate. You understand that point? 40% win
Yes.
rate. So when you started to seeing consistently 40% win rate, that means, as I said from the very beginning, you need to be in this 5%. Okay, so if you're following only this ratio with out of 10 4 TP, you need only 38% win rate to be in this society. You understand?
Wow. Okay.
You got my point?
Yes. Yes.
Then what happened? So as you said, like you were struggling for quite a long time. So look, now
Yes.
let's say you learn the trading in 1 year, okay? Like the master the strategy is 1 year, okay? That means you know
Yes.
every in and out of the strategy, okay? So that's the first thing you
Yes.
done in 1 year, okay, brother? This is started of
Yes.
the second year. So in the second year, what you started to take 1:2 only. You are getting only 40% win rate. That means within the second year, you move from 95 to 5%, which is the elite club of this industry. So this
Yeah.
second year, let's say you first 1 to 3 months, you are only hitting 40%, only hitting 40%. That means you started with $1,000 balance, your thousand still remain like after the 3 month only 1,010 or 1,020. What is the good thing you have it here? The good thing is you are not losing your balance, you keep the balance and you are making and growing very slowly, but still it's a
Yes.
progress. You got my point?
Yes. Yes.
Next 3 to 6 months, that means this second year total 6 month, you is still getting 40%, okay? 1:2.
Yes.
Why you are getting 40%? Because you fixed your ratio is 1:2. What you were saying that your progress is only 40%, so out of this 6 month you will have at least 100 to 300 trade in the real market with the real money.
Yes.
This 100 to 300 trade will boost your confidence a little bit more and more and more. You got it?
Yes. Yes.
Now, what you will witness, you will see a lot of your trade goes like 1:3, 1:4. You got it? Out of this
Yeah.
previous setup. So now, as you are seeing, like out of 10 trade, you are hitting 5 trade as a win, and most of them is 1:4. That means in every month, your balance is gradually going to 20 to 30%. That is 1.5 year plan for a trader. Rest of your life, you're good. You understand?
Wow. Yes. Okay.
So people are not following this formula. You should follow this.
Okay.
Got it,
Okay.
brother?
Yes. Yes.
Few thing also I want you to understand. Do not overtrade. Nothing. You just follow your trade. You just follow your plan. Do not overtrade. I will show you how to open a trade, how to close a trade, and everything from very first to last. I will start it with like the alphabet of trading industry, and I will tell you how to make a sentence and how to read fluently the chart. Got it?
Okay. Because
Okay.
I'm worried about overtrading.
No issue, brother. As I said, clear.
Okay.
Everything is now okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's move on to where? Let's move on to something that we are going to discuss. I hope you have seen a lot of video of mine where you already
Yes.
understand the very basic, like what I read in the chart and what not. Okay.
Storyline,
Okay,
engulfing.
those are the few things that you
Oh,
already know. So I am going to ask you very few things, okay? Very few things. Like
okay.
as you are familiar with my uh, basic things, so you know, I discuss A level, I discuss V level, I discuss gap level.
Yes.
So these
Yes.
are the few things you already know.
Yes.
With that, I
Yes.
mix something else, which I call is like what I call it
Engulfing.
engulfing what?
Engulfing bar.
Okay, so is it regular or irregular?
This is regular.
Irregular because it take two more candle. Like
Okay,
normally,
two more X.
right.
Okay.
So if you see this is an engulfing which only happen in one single candle, so it's a regular. As it take two
Yes.
candles, so we call it a irregular.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
At
Yes.
the same time, now as you know it, so at the same time, let us say, so what is the benefit of understanding engulfing and in not, like, which is engulfing, what is not engulfing? So this is an engulfing buy that we have seen, right, which is a regular, and we
Yes.
see the market come back to this engulfing and it started to moving up. That's the reason we have filter a little bit. That doesn't mean that if the market come here you immediately jump on that buy. This is not the meaning. You understand?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
because if you let's say this is an engulfing buy and you wanted to buy from here, your stop loss is like 232 pips. We normally do not use
Yes.
more than 30-40 pips as a stop loss. Okay. The same thing goes for this engulfing cell. This is an engulfing cell. That doesn't mean that it, yes, it's a zone of engulfing cell. It's a zone. It
Yeah.
may, if the market
Yeah.
goes there, we may expect a sell, and we see that sell happen yesterday. But that doesn't mean that if the market goes there, we are going to immediately jump on that trade as a sell setup.
Yeah.
You got my point? There are so many mechanism to open a trade in there. We will use like 7 8 types of mechanism specifically on those types of area. You understand?
Okay. Okay.
At the same time, like as I said, if you look at here, okay, if you look at here, this is a engulfing, this is an engulfing cell, okay, this is an engulfing cell,
Yeah.
clear? So according to our understanding, or so for whatever knowledge we have, we says if the market goes back there, we are going to sell. This is the knowledge we have so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if you run the market, what happened? The market did not respected the sell area. Eventually, it become what? It become a fail area, right?
Yes.
And when you have a fail area, what we expect now, as it's a fail area, we expect if the market comes on this particular area, it will went up,
Yes.
right? So now what happened in next? We see the market come back where actually here
Temporary right.
and move up, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and if you're looking at this, so this is the buy that we have here. You understand this? Which is a running market buy.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
So as I said, I will give you a lot of details of the breakdown of the zone, a lot of breakdown of the zone. So what I understanding right now is like you already know what is engulfing fail, what is regular engulfing, what is irregular engulfing, and what is A level, B level, and gap level. Is this part clear to you right now? Isn't it, Prabha?
Yes. Yes. It is.
Okay. That's it, basically.